When you think of picture postcard mountains and stunning countryside in Europe, it's likely that countries like Switzerland or maybe Austria are the first countries to come to mind. However, did you know that Slovenia has some of the most incredible natural attractions in Europe? For a small country, it offers a lot, with stunning lakes, magnificent mountains, and some of the most amazing cave systems in the world. Here are some of the best and most beautiful places to visit in Slovenia. Number 1. Predjama Castle. Literally built into the rock at the entrance to a cave, Predjama Castle is a totally unique sight to see whilst in Slovenia. To understand the interesting history of the castle, take a self-guided audio tour. The castle is bigger than it looks as it extends inside the cave, so with the guide set aside at least 60 to 90 minutes to walk around the various rooms over multiple levels. Number 2. Postojna Cave. Slovenia boasts a lot of caves, more than 8,000 apparently, so it's no surprise that several have made it on this list. Postojna Cave is Slovenia's most famous and most visited cave in Europe. It's simply stunning and provides a different experience to Skocen Cave, so it's worth visiting the two if you can. Postojna is known for its incredible stalactites and stalagmites and is huge. Number 3. Lake Bled. Of course, no list of beautiful places in Slovenia could be complete without mentioning Lake Bled. It's probably the most famous and internationally recognized place in Slovenia, and for good reason, it really is beautiful. The best way to spend the day here is strolling around the lake and taking a boat ride, or renting a paddleboard or rowboat to visit the little island in the center. For the best views of the lake, head up to the Osoinica viewpoints. They're quite a steep walk up, but the views of Lake Bled are totally worth it. Number 4. Vintgar Gorge. Not far from Lake Bled is Vintgar Gorge, which is a beautiful natural attraction in Slovenia and definitely worth a visit. The gorge runs approximately 1.6 kilometers through the rock and now has man-made walkways weaving through. As you explore, you'll get to admire the stunning turquoise water and hear the rush of rapids and waterfalls at certain points. It's a very impressive landmark and one that we definitely recommend checking out when visiting Slovenia. Number 5. Lake Bohinj. Lake Bohinj is the largest natural permanent lake in Slovenia. Although it's only a 30-minute drive from Lake Bled, it doesn't receive as many visitors as its famous neighbour, so it's a less touristy alternative, although you should definitely visit both if you can. Although the lake itself is very picturesque in its own right, most people treat it as a base whilst they explore the surroundings and the many hiking trails. There's a 12-kilometre long trail all the way around the lake, and at one end is the most popular hike to Savica waterfall. Number 6. Tolmin Gorge. Tolmin Gorge, or Tolminska, is one of the many beautiful gorges of Slovenia, boasting turquoise waters between steep canyon walls and small waterfalls. It costs approximately €10 to visit and takes about 1 hour to walk around. You start at the confluence of the Tolminka and Zadlastica rivers, and then walk approximately 2 kilometers around and across the canyon. It's a relatively easy walk and is extremely picturesque. Number 7. Lake Jasna. Lake Jasna isn't as well known as Lake Bled or Lake Bohinj. In fact, you won't find many tourists here at all, despite it being just as picturesque as its counterparts. The water is crystal clear and provides an amazing reflection of the snow-topped mountains just behind. The lake is split into two by an inlet and a small bridge, so you can walk across the middle. In any case, it isn't as large as Lake Bled and Lake Bohinj, so it doesn't take more than an hour to stroll around the whole perimeter. Number 8. Periknik Waterfall. If you only visit one waterfall whilst in Slovenia, then make it Periknik Waterfall. From the road, you'll need to walk about 20 minutes uphill before coming out from the trees to the beautiful cascade ahead of you. But what makes this waterfall so epic is that the trail actually goes right behind the waterfall. Standing behind it, feeling the full rush of the water falling down in front of you is an amazing experience and one that shouldn't be missed. Number 9. Scotian Cave. Scotian Caves is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with 6 kilometres of underground passages and a total depth of more than 200 metres. It has many waterfalls and one of the largest known underground canyons in the world. It's simply incredible and a must-visit whilst in Slovenia. Walkways are built into the cave walls, and these are over 50 metres above the underground river running through the cave. A highlight is a spectacular bridge that connects either side of the underground canyon. Number 10. Loga Valley. Loga Valley is a hidden gem in Slovenia, with not many tourists making their way here. However, they're missing out, as it's one of the most beautiful spots in Slovenia, if not in the whole of Europe. Loga Valley sits nestled under the Kamnik Alps, which mark the border between Slovenia and Austria. There's one road running in and out of the valley. As you enter, you'll be simply wowed by the views. With the green valley surrounded on all sides by the dramatic mountains, it's like something from a postcard.